TRN News.
Tennessee death row inmate Byron Black is fighting execution. He claims he's no longer mentally competent to be put to death. Black's attorneys have filed a motion asking the state's highest court to order a competency evaluation based on his severe brain damage, dementia, and intellectual disability. Black was convicted in the 1988 murders of Angela Clay and her two daughters. He's due to be executed August 5th. And former Blackhawks coach Luke Richardson is getting a new job. He's been hired as an assistant coach for the Nashville Predators. Richardson will replace Todd Richards, who joined Nashville in October of 2020. He coached the Hawks before being fired last December in his third season. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
As an organ donor, your story doesn't have to end. The good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives with your gifts. Your heart could keep beating. Your kidneys could keep filtering. And your intestines could keep on digesting for others. And that's not all. You can improve the lives of 50 more people as an eye and tissue donor, restoring sight and health. And you're not just helping out the person receiving the transplant. You're touching whole families with your life-saving gift. Register in minutes. Just go to organdonor.gov. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will be happy too. Sign up today. Go to organdonor.gov. It saves lives. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
TVA has asked Knoxville Utilities Board customers to cut back on their air conditioning, saying the current heat wave has put stress on TVA's grid. Customers are asked to set their thermostat to the highest comfortable temperature and plan to use dishwashers, dryers, and other large appliances in the early morning when demand is lower. A man is accused of threatening a mass shooting at a Tennessee Walmart. Authorities in Sumner County say Patrick Ehringer made the anonymous threats against a store in Hendersonville late Monday night. The State Office of Homeland Security joined local police in their investigation. They determined Ehringer was involved in a failed relationship with someone who worked at the store and was trying to harass them. He was booked into the county jail and is being held on $200,000 bond. And Taylor Swift is in Tennessee. The pop superstar was spotted in Nashville supporting her boyfriend Travis Kelce, who's in the area for a training camp. The couple was spotted at a TEU after party early this morning. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Despite complaints from nearby property owners, the Cookeville Planning Commission approved a rezoning request Monday for a new subdivision on Bill Smith Road. According to a Herald Citizen article, developer Donnie Meadows owns the 3.68 acres and has plans to construct 16 homes on the property. The rezoning will next proceed to consideration by the Cookeville City Council. As the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for Middle Tennessee this week, the Tennessee Valley Authority has asked customers to reduce their energy usage. TVA says doing so can help maintain stability of the regional power grid and help extend available power supply. The DeKalb County Commission on Monday voted to purchase more than 70 acres on Smith Road for the future home of the new jail. WJLE Smithville reports that the approved motion stipulates not spending more than $1.8 million on the property. Also approved a motion to issue a 12-year note not to exceed $35 million to build the facility. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. The big weather story continues to be the sweltering heat. Will remain hot and humid today with mostly sunny skies and highs climbing into low to mid-90s. A heat advisory remains in effect for the entire region through tomorrow. Heat index values could range as high as 100 to 105. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in lower 70s. Thursday will be mostly sunny once again with highs in lower 90s. High pressure will begin to break down by Friday, allowing for scattered pop-up storms to develop during the afternoon. Highs will back down a bit to around 90. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Today is the 25th of June. It's 6:07. Happy Hump Day, Sheila.
It is Wednesday. I keep wanting to think it's Thursday. I want to slide on into that weekend.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I was with you early this morning. I also thought it was Thursday.
What's wrong with us? We've just been working so hard. It's like 2 or 3 days into one.
Yeah.
Do you know it's already 72?
It's ridiculous.
And the high is going to be 93 and sunny and muggy. We've got a heat advisory all this week.
It's real hot. I mean, it's real hot.
You can tell it's summer now.
Yeah, it's like hey, it's the first day of summer. And then summer went, yes, it is.
Here I go.
It's time for you to die.
Boy, he burst through the door like the Kool-Aid man.
Hopefully this won't last too long, but probably till sometime in September.
Sometime in September.
Who knows? A few things that you need to know. Lazy Cow Creamery.
Yes.
We've been watching this place get built now for a good long bit.
And we really have, because it's right across the street from the radio station.
Yeah. So they've about got it done, and they're moving everything from the old Lazy Cow to the new Lazy Cow.
They're like the fairgrounds.
Right. They're like the fairgrounds.
The old fairgrounds versus the new fairgrounds.
So they're closed. They're going to be closed while they do that.
And they'll
on reopen on Willow
now,
yeah.
right across the street from Cookeville Communications.
Man, they're going to make us fat and in a hurry. And here I have lost all this weight.
I know, but I'm really been craving that silly old bear ice cream. Don't y'all get all of it now? It is the best. Have you tried it?
No, I've only had Lazy Cow Creamery once ever.
Oh,
it's too. I mean, I'm glad they're moving. I'll probably try it now.
It was too off the beaten path.
It was too hard to get in and out of.
Boy, it was, and I'm happy for them now to have this place.
Trying to get out of it.
Yeah, people
are jerks.
They are.
It's like they're mad that you got ice cream and they didn't.
I felt that way before.
I was like, what?
I'm like, you got ice cream.
I was like, y'all could whip in here too.
But usually I give them a little before they let me. I was like, hey, let me out.
I don't. I was just like, man, these guys are mad.
I use my womanly.
Oh, is that what you do? Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times they do. And usually it's a guy.
Yeah.
The women are like, you got ice cream?
We're suckers.
And you're smiling all sweet. What are you smiling about? Your ice cream?
You ain't getting out of that parking lot right now.
Yeah.
Girl.
I was like, quit being catty over my ice cream, girl. Oh, wait. Things you need to know?
That's what we're doing.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Sorry about that.
Mine was all about lazy cow. Now it's your turn.
Okay. I got more food for you.
All right.
Dodson Branch Fire Department.
Yes.
And you know the fire department folks, they cook well.
Best food ever.
They have smoked meats. Listen to this. Boston butt, only $35.
That's pretty good.
Turkey breast, $35. Pork loin, $35. And bologna, smoked bologna, $25.
Oh, I love smoked bologna.
Of all those, you're going to pick bologna.
Well, no, I'm just saying I really like the smoked bologna.
All that.
I like all of it. But,
But my favorite is Boston butt and bologna.
It's it's hard to even find a what they call a bologna chub anymore. I mean, Jerry's IGA has them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody else that does.
That's where, mainly now I just hear about them with these fundraisers.
Yeah.
So, Dodson Branch Fire Department, you can look them up on Facebook. I guess it's okay to give out Derek Woolbright's phone number.
Well, if he put it out on the internet,
sure did.
Then put it out there.
He said, let us cook for you. Contact any member of the fire department to place your order.
Okay.
But ready for pickup June 28th. So that's this Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
So this Saturday. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Be good. Be good for your 4th of July. Get together if you're having one. Congratulations to Satellite Med. They celebrated 20 years in business
of
yesterday.
Helping people. Yeah.
And then also their new partnership with Interstate Health, which is really going to expand what they're able to do.
I'm glad that they have that partnership because we were afraid they were going to close down.
My goodness. And I can't tell you how much I love Dr. Cates over there.
Such a nice guy.
I mean, unbelievable. Just a great guy, great doctor. All the nurses over there. I mean, that's my doctor. You know, I don't like going to the other doctors.
But he's really sweet. I think he really cares about his patients.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to Dr. Cates and everybody over at Satellite Med. It was a good ribbon cutting yesterday with the chamber.
Well, the fairest of the fair pageant. It's for girls 16 to 20 years old, Putnam County Fair.
No, you missed it, Sheila.
What?
The age limit.
Oh, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, missed it? No, it's July 26th. No, that's not the fair. This is the pageant we're talking about. Right. It's Saturday, July 26th. That's kind of like the pre-kickoff before the fair. Mm-hmm. But they can turn 21 before December 31st, 2025.
Okay.
Almost said 1925.
Well.
But anyway, the entry deadline is July 18th, so you got a few weeks on that. Fairest of the fair, let's see, you can pick up them at, of course, Monterey has them at the Depot Museum, and then Country Bumpkin has them, and Cookeville and
these applications?
Yeah,
oh,
applications,
okay.
Sorry,
right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Congratulations to Amber Bain. Speaking of Fair Queens, she's the DeKalb County 2025 Miss Fair Queen. So congratulations to Amber Bain for winning that in DeKalb County.
Congratulations to her. Let's see. I know Lebanon is not like real Upper Cumberland local, but some folks may, like if you're in law enforcement, mm-hmm. and you're looking for another job, the Lebanon Police Department is hiring. So that's just up the road.
Yeah.
I said they're hiring, let's see, certified officer, about $64,000 annually.
Man.
Then master patrol officer, $71,000. And then you've got benefits and everything too. So
that's great.
To apply, just look up Lebanon Police Department, and they have the link on their Facebook page.
Tomorrow night, and we'll get to talk to Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry about this later on this morning, about the town hall they're having tomorrow night at Oldham's Theater about fluoride in the water.
Yeah.
Rather they
Is it
should.
tomorrow or tonight?
It's tomorrow, Thursday night.
Okay.
And it's going to be at 6 p.m. there at the Oldham Theater, and you can go and hear both sides of the story. You can express what you're thinking about it, and the mayor really wants you to attend that. So if you can, that'd be great. Or if you're not concerned, if you don't care, then don't go. But if you do,
All right, Jason.
go.
Well, the city of Cookeville, their finance director, is retiring after 21 years. Longtime director Brenda Imel, I think, I-M-E-L. Immel.
Yeah.
Brenda Immel, she's officially going to retire this coming Friday.
This proves that you don't listen to a word I say.
Did you already have this?
Yesterday.
Well, you've done that to me, but I hadn't pointed it out before. You've done it to me.
I have not done it.
You've
to
had
you.
stuff I've had on.
Well, why you should point that out, Sheila?
I don't point it out because I have a little bit more dignity than you do.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, I'm very graceful. I mean, when you think of Sheila Scruggs and you look it up,
Grace is what I think.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Brenda, congratulations on your retirement. Did you also have who's going to replace her?
No, I didn't have that.
All right then.
Oh, breaking news then.
Upon Emmel's retirement on Friday, Jenny Niswander, formerly the city's assistant finance director, she's moving up into her position.
I got you.
So congratulations to Jenny.
Way to go.
And
Jenny.
Brenda for retirement.
Way to go, Jenny.
Jenny.
So we were talking about how hot it's been. Cookeville Community Cares is operating a cooling shelter noon until 7 every day through June the 27th. The shelter's at the United Church of Cookeville, 502 Gould Drive. Also, every Friday from 9 to 1, people can come to United Church of Cookeville to shower, get a meal, receive assistance with things that they may need. So, again, that's at the United Church of Cookeville. They do need some items like bottled water and things like that. You may want to reach out to Cookeville Community Cares either through Blair Dudley at HIP Cookeville.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could probably contact the mayor, or you can just go find all this on Facebook, what they need. It's posted on HIP Cookeville right now.
Well, that's all I have. And things you need to know.
That's all I've got too, Sheila.
Well, next is Your 2 Cents.
All
And
right.
it's brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, the friendliest, cleanest little pond store around, and your gun and ammo store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the question. What is an outdoor game you played as a kid that children no longer play today? That's just about anything.
Gosh, I have to think on that.
I don't know if they play Red Rover anymore.
I don't know. Everybody should have to play Red Rover.
That was just fun,
It
wasn't it?
toughens you up a little bit.
So does dodgeball.
So
Getting
does-
hit in the face.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to get hit in the face.
I never liked that.
Well, you'd learn to get your face out of the way, didn't you?
Yeah, it made me faster.
See? It's good for you, get hit in the face. Sometimes it's good for you. 6:18 now. Your 2 Cents is coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate Catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:20 now.
Well, this morning on our show will be Kayla Stafford. She has her own business called Little Light Productions, and she makes a lot of different things. Is
it Little Light Creations or Little Light Productions?
Oh, Creations. Did I say production?
You did, but I mean...
She's not... Well, she does...
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you out like that, Sheila.
Well, people like it. Little Light Creations. And then Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry will be in. Did I get that right?
You did. Very good.
Thank you, Jason. Oh, my goodness.
I think we're both feeling cantankerous today, Sheila. Don't you think that?
Oh, I know that.
I mean, I feel super cantankerous today, and
we are every day, but it's worse.
Today it's worse.
On hump day.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the heat.
Oh, it does make us a little more cantankerous.
Yeah, heat makes you cantankerous.
Yeah.
Cold doesn't do that as bad.
It does with you.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
no, cold inside does. Cold outside, it's fine.
It's not cold inside. It's just right. And you stay cold.
Like it feels good in here today.
I'm surprised you haven't been loving the heat. Oh, it feels good. It does, actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going to argue with it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not sweating.
This is the perfect temperature right here. Whatever it is right now in this building is the perfect temperature.
It is great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue about that one.
Well, good.
All right.
Let's not argue, Sheila.
But then what fun would that be? Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We just love them over there. They're your guns and ammo store. And they also have anything from tools to guitars to lawnmowers, just about anything.
I heard through the grapevine that the world famous Marty McFly was over there yesterday afternoon hanging out.
Oh, that's nice.
That's word on the street anyway.
Thanks, Marty.
Yeah, I got celebrities hanging out there.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And of course, he's from Sparta.
From Sparta. He's a yurt.
Well, here's our question.
All right.
What is an outdoor game you played as a kid that they just don't play anymore?
Well, lawn darts is one of the first things that comes to mind.
Somebody say that. Scott said that.
Yeah, because they're too dangerous.
He said it's a dang shame, too.
It is. I mean,
sometimes you need to be hit in the face with a lawn dart. That's what he said. The reason I'm saying that, if y'all didn't see the last segment, I was talking about dodgeball and getting hit in the face and how, whew.
Sometimes, and I said sometimes you need to get hit in the face. And that's going to be the title of my self-help book.
Sometimes you need to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Whether it's like, boom, with an idea.
Right. Or
a dodgeball or a lawn dart.
Yeah. But lawn darts taught a lot of people lessons.
Sometimes you need a lesson in lawn darts.
Right.
Lawn darts.
I'm going to say Red Rover because, I mean, people don't let kids
I said it.
Clothesline people anymore.
And you know what? It's a shame because we all should learn how to clothesline people right in the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, you'd know the guys who were going to clothesline you. You just wouldn't run to that part.
Here's what I'm thinking, and I'm realizing about myself. I've gotten meaner because I was real sweet and wouldn't want all that when I was younger. I mean, I'd go run through it and try to bust that line up, but I didn't want anybody messing with the neck area. Now I'm like, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you can take me down?
Yeah. We also played a game that they don't play anymore, and it went by a different name, but it basically killed the man with the ball.
What?
So somebody would have a football and they'd be running and everybody would be trying to get that guy.
Okay, gotcha.
So it was like one on everybody. And then you could throw the ball and then whoever caught it, well, then everybody tried to get that guy.
They're it.
And they're it. Yeah.
I gotcha. We have a lot. I think the most popular would be lawn darts.
Yeah, well, they're illegal now.
Yeah, that's what Russell said, lawn darts, but I don't think you can legally play it anymore. Basically anything outside is what Ray said.
Well, I mean, there's a lot.
true,
There's
'cause
a lot of truth to that.
I mean, that's why we're doing the Restoring Childhood initiative. We're getting them away from the screen,
Yeah.
whether it's TV, computers, or phones, and getting them outside
Yeah,
again.
and get outside and touch some grass.
Yeah, because sometimes you need to get hit in the face by a dodgeball.
Sometimes you do.
Let's find
How
out.
else you gonna learn to not get hit in the face?
Now, I don't know if this is slang for something else. I don't know this.
Oh no.
Unless it's just telling ghost stories. He said ghost in the graveyard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was
Yeah.
he talking about ghost stories?
No. It's
This is Jim that said that.
yeah. I've played it once with my cousins down in Marion County.
Uh-huh.
Just like once, and it was creepy because you go out at night and play it you go find a little graveyard and basically run around. I don't remember what the rules were.
So I've played that. It was just like, let's just go to the cemetery.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
it feels
was-
spooky.
It was a whole lot simpler in Lynchburg.
Yeah. It's like, we didn't call it ghost stories.
Let's go cemetery.
Let's go to the cemetery and tell ghost stories,
Hey,
basically.
Sheila, you want to play go to the cemetery?
And I'll go, okay. I was so sweet and innocent back
Yeah,
then.
so
Y'all have ruined me, this radio business.
I hadn't done nothing to you.
Hopscotch is what Lisa said. How much fun is hopscotch? Oh, even jumping rope too.
I never was a good jump roper.
Oh, I loved it. I was
never
good
was,
at it.
never was a good hula hooper either. I don't have any hips.
I
Speaking
saw
of that,
this.
whoa, hang on. Did you watch America's Got Talent last night? There was a lady on there, speaking of hula hoop, and she broke the Guinness World Record for hula hooping on the show, but it wasn't normal hula hooping. Like she didn't put it around her.
Was it on her butt?
It was on her butt.
Oh my goodness. No, because that was what I was about to mention, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. I didn't see that show.
It was on.
But on Instagram, there was somebody that had it on their butt.
Yeah. This.
And she had gray hair, but I didn't see the front of her. She was, and
Right.
it was just going round and
it
around
was
on her
the-
butt.
It was mesmerizing.
It really was.
I can't explain it.
Because I couldn't. I was thinking, why did I just sit here and watch that whole video of that
Right.
woman? Because I was thinking, it's going to fall. It's going to fall.
She went for an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, my
and some odd
goodness.
seconds hula hooping just on her rear end.
And you know what? This woman, I don't know how yours looked, but she
gotta be-
was skinny.
It's got to be the same woman. There's not that
Was
many.
she older?
Yeah, she's a little older.
And she had short hair and she was gray headed.
No, this girl, she had longer hair. And
I don't think it's the same person.
you think there's two?
And she had slender hips. It's not like she
Yeah.
had a big bubble butt or anything.
Right. That's what I
Did I
was
say
thinking.
bubble butt on the air?
You just did.
But I was thinking, how is it staying on? That's why it was mesmerizing.
It was crazy.
Because she had a little tiny butt.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on YouTube or whatever if you want to go see
It
it.
looks real. I mean, it looked good.
And you do want to go see it. You don't
I don't know. You
don't-
think you don't.
You don't know that you need to see it, but you do.
But then it's like, I kept waiting for it to fall.
Yeah,
But she had it going on with that butt.
she did. She had a perfect rhythm. I don't know how she did it.
Both of us seeing that at the same time, at different.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch that show, and it was not the same
Right.
woman.
Oh wow, that's.
Okay, what's the game British Bulldog?
I don't know what British Bulldog
I'm afraid
is.
that this is going to be
Yeah.
terms for something else that I don't know about, and it's going to be something that I'm saying something dirty. I'm like British Bulldog.
Ooh, did the British Bulldog?
And then Mandy said, if you could stand it, I had 5 brothers, so this game was easy. What is British Bulldog?
I don't know.
Some of y'all text me if you know what
Yeah.
British Bulldog is,
Oh
because
my
I don't
gosh.
have time to look it up right now. Real dodgeball is what Michael said, because
Yeah.
he knows sometimes you need to get hit in the face by a dodgeball.
That's right. Now, I do know that at one point
Somebody else said British Bulldog.
that they were trying to use like balloons and stuff like that for dodgeball,
Balloons.
and you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Like,
Yeah,
how do you get somebody out with a stinking balloon?
I don't know, but that's not confirmed.
Y'all,
and
I
think-
know we're not supposed to say this, but this is wimpy.
it wasn't around here.
Y'all would be in the 80s.
Yeah,
Where you took a dodgeball to the face.
Yeah.
If it hit you right at a certain point in the nose, it would make your eyes water
It
and your
would.
nose water.
no blood, no foul. That was how we played. No blood, no foul.
Was there sometimes blood in dodgeball?
If
Sometimes, some of the boys had a bloody nose.
you could bust people's nose up pretty
I never
good.
bled on dodgeball.
Oh no, me neither.
You had bloody nose a couple of times though, but it wasn't because of being hit.
Right.
It was just, that was a problem.
You know, sometimes people have bloody noses.
Nobody hit you?
No.
He wouldn't say it anyway.
Maybe the side of the face, but never right on the nose.
That would sting, man. And Connie said, kick the can.
Kick the can.
You know, times were simpler, and we had a good old time kicking the can or kicking a rock.
Do you imagine a kid today? They've got all
Kick
this
the can.
phone stuff, all these games on their phone, all the stuff they can do, and tell them to go kick a can.
We did that when we were kids, and they're like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right. Coming up next is Spoiler Alert. It's on the way next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live from the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experienced broker support, coaching, and training.
Andrew at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford mobile service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Boston Celtics continue to make moves in the offseason. After receiving Anthony Simmons for Drew Holiday, they sent Kristaps Porzingis to the Atlanta Hawks as part of a three-team deal. George Niang and a second-rounder will head to Boston, and the Nets receive Terrence Mann and Atlanta's 22nd overall pick. Kyrie Irving is declining his $43 million player option and signing a new 3-year deal worth $119 million to stay with the Dallas Mavericks. Last season, Irving was averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and just under 5 assists per game before he tore his ACL in March. The Mavericks will have Irving, Anthony Davis, and projected number 1 pick Cooper Flagg next season. Cincinnati Reds top prospect Chase Burns made his MLB debut on the mound yesterday against the New York Yankees and went 5 innings, allowing 6 hits and 3 runs. He struck out 8 batters and earned a no decision after the Reds came back to beat the Yankees 5-4 in 11 innings. Elsewhere around the MLB, the Astros beat the Phillies 1-0, Cardinals over the Cubs 8-7, Brewers beat the Pirates 9-3, and the Braves beat the Mets 7-4. The NBA draft is tonight at 7. The Dallas Mavericks have the first overall pick and are expected to take Cooper Flagg out of Duke. The Spurs, 76ers, Hornets, and Jazz will round out the top 5. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:34 now.
We were talking about British Bulldog.
Yeah, what the heck is it?
It's basically tag, but nobody in Lynchburg or Cookeville, Tennessee, have said British Bulldog. They just call it a game. It says a tag-based running game where players try to run from one side of a playing area to the other without being tagged. Bulldog.
So it's kind of like a mix between tag and Red Rover. Then
sounds like it.
Okay.
You're not being clotheslined on anything.
That sounds fun. Well, that gives you an opportunity to kind of juke and jive a little bit.
Juke and jive.
Yeah, put some moves on some people and get around them.
You sound like you should be a member of the Stray Cats because they juked and jived. So we didn't say ghost in the cemetery or whatever it was he called it. We just called it telling ghost stories in a cemetery, and we just called it tag. British Bulldog.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's ever said that.
No.
But thanks for answering us.
Absolutely. Let's see here. It's spoiler alert time. Here's what's going on in the world of entertainment and music. Good Charlotte's going to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight.
Hey, I hadn't heard of them in a while.
Me either. Yeah. So they're going to be on Jimmy
weren't
Kimmel.
They in the 90s?
Late 90s, early 2000s, I
It's
think.
a band.
Yeah. The NBA draft is on ABC. Hollywood Squares and Raid the Cage, also The Equalizers on CBS. MasterChef and Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, that's on Fox. All the Chicago shows are on NBC, and Human Footprint is on PBS. On Amazon, a series premiere, Countdown. On Netflix, The Ultimatum Season 2, and The Bear is back on FX on Hulu.
I love that show.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think you'd like it.
What's it about? Is it about a chef?
It's about a chef, but it's more about some of the ways he works through some of the turmoil in his life.
Oh.
And then really it's about the meals he makes too.
Oh, really?
His
Is it a funny show or a drama show?
It's a drama show.
Okay. This is great. I might actually watch the ESPYs this year. Shane Gillis is going to host them.
I thought you would watch the ESPY since it's sports.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of award shows, period. But Shane Gillis might add that extra little bit that it needs to be watchable. It's July 16th. It's going to do what they always do, recognize major sports achievements and unforgettable moments, leading performers and performances. So we'll see how that goes this year with the ESPYs, but I am excited that Shane Gillis is going to host it.
I think he'll do a great job on that.
Doug Lyman, the from The Bourne Identity, has been tapped to direct a feature film adaptation of Stephen King's The Stand. The novel's already been turned into a TV miniseries twice, once in 1994 and again in 2020, and I missed it both times.
You lucky dog.
The Stand, never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Part one of Billy Joel's two-part documentary, Billy Joel, and So It Goes, will debut on HBO and HBO Max July the 18th, with part two coming July 25th.
I'll watch that.
Joe Marinelli, best known for roles on TV shows like General Hospital, Santa Barbara, and The Morning Show, has passed away. He was 68. I can't place him. I'll have to look and see who that is. But if he was on General Hospital and
we probably know his face.
And The Morning Show.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Joe Marinelli.
I know that name.
Yeah. I may be saying that last name
No,
wrong.
I think that's right.
Marinelli. This is, I don't know if you saw this on Instagram or not, Sheila, but Tallulah Willis, that's Bruce Willis's daughter, has had to defend her decision to post photos of her father, Bruce Willis, because he's got dementia.
It's her daddy. If she
Right.
wants to post, she can.
So she responded to the critics and said, as a family, we use our discretion when posting. Today was a great day filled with smiles. I made a judgment call to show that to the world because I know what he means to everyone. And she said, the love and connection, that's still very much alive. And
I hate when, these stars, I know that they're in the public eye, they should know. She's the daughter of a star.
yeah,
And if she wants to share something, that's
Yeah.
her daddy.
yeah, I totally agree.
I'm like, why would you have to defend showing a nice picture that you enjoyed a day with your dad?
Yeah, I have no idea. And obviously they've been careful
She's
about
had
what they
some
post.
mental problems as well. Not crazy, but I'm saying depression and things like that. So leave these people alone.
Yeah, I thought that response was very level-headed and just, hey, and it's pretty much what she said. It was a great day. He's my daddy. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
And then that's all she needed to
Well,
say.
I'm proud of her for doing that.
Me too. And if it was a good day, why not celebrate it? 'Cause
Yeah.
going through Alzheimer's and dementia,
They have a rough time dealing with that anyway.
Right.
You know that's not easy. So
good days are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Celebrate them when you get them.
I agree.
So the Sean Diddy Combs trial should be in the jurors' hands this Friday. Yesterday, the prosecution rested their case. The defense entered into evidence a few texts between Diddy and Cassie, and then they rested. The defense called 0 witnesses in presenting their case in less than 30 minutes compared to the prosecution that took 30 days and 34 witnesses. So it's time for the
defense is like, we ain't got nothing.
Here, we found a couple more texts. It's Diddy, Bad Boys for Life. You know,
y'all got a lot on him. You know, I mean, did they just give up?
I don't know. The court's going to be packed every day until the verdict is reached, and that could happen before the 4th of July recess. Only 14 seats are available to the public. There's a service in New York City to hire a person to stand in line in your place called Line Dudes. And they will reserve your spot for all kinds of stuff. And for the Diddy trial, they're charging $32 an hour.
Man, we could go be line dudes.
Wouldn't that be great to be line dudes?
I hate standing in a line.
I do too.
I'd charge more than that.
They call this, by the way, trial tourism.
I bet people are going to wherever this is held.
New York.
New York, and thinking, maybe I'll see a bit of that Diddy trial.
Trial tourism. Somewhere Shan Stout just went,
Of course.
Huh. But yeah, so it only...
Maybe we'll get a bus together and all go.
No, I mean, come in here, Sheila.
No, I know, but I'm telling you.
Oh.
Well, whose trial would we want to see?
Here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She'll find something that'll be interesting.
It'd be nice to have a good trial here.
Don't be wishing.
No, I'm not
you might
wishing
get what
it.
you wish for.
Justin Baldoni is not moving forward with his amended claims against Blake Lively. He's opted not to refile his $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds after a judge dismissed his claims of extortion, defamation, and misconduct.
A judge dismissed his.
Yeah. So his attorney said the court decision has no effect whatsoever on the truth that there was no harassment nor any smear campaign. They added they will pursue additional legal options amid ongoing discovery. So they may have dropped it for now, but it sounds like they're still looking for stuff.
That whole thing, that's crazy too.
Man, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but I was looking forward to seeing the text between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift.
I wanted to know what went on, and I wanted to know if she was trying to force Taylor into tattling.
Right. I want to see who, they always, the kids say, I want to know who the baddie is.
Yeah.
Who's the baddie?
I want to know that too.
Is it Taylor or Blake?
Or both.
And if it's the same, I think they should fight it out in a UFC.
People would pay to see that.
That'd be the highest grossing pay-per-view UFC that's ever been.
It would.
It'd be a massive rating.
We'd have a lot of Swifties.
Oh my gosh.
That would sign up for that.
Could you imagine?
That'd be some money.
Oh.
Shan, get on that. Yeah. Let's bring it here to Cookeville.
Putnam County Convention Center.
Wouldn't you love that?
Live at the Putnam County Convention Center.
Blake Lively, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. UFC.
Cage match.
Joe Rogan and Trump, they'd all be here for it.
Let's do it.
It'd be crazy.
Crazy.
Probably can't get that done. Anyway, that's spoiler alert. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Coming up in just a little bit, we've got The Real Good, couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, we're doing Ask Jason, and I've only got 3 right so far this week.
Didn't you get 1 right on Monday?
1 on Monday, 2 yesterday.
I was thinking you got all 3 yesterday.
I only got 2 yesterday.
Okay, so 3 right total.
3. I'm slacking. I'm doing real bad.
It's bad. That's not bad.
It's pretty bad, Sheila.
You've got some right. You could not have any right.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So we'll get into that coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. The big weather story continues to be the sweltering heat. It will remain hot and humid today with mostly sunny skies and highs climbing into low to mid-90s. A heat advisory remains in effect for the entire region through tomorrow. Heat index values could range as high as 100 to 105. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in lower 70s. Thursday will be mostly sunny once again with highs in lower 90s. High pressure will begin to break down by Friday, allowing for scattered pop-up storms to develop during the afternoon. Highs will back down a bit to around 90. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Whoa. And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, which I really like saying.
Elevate Real Estate.
It's 6:48 now.
Makes you want to do a little dance. Elevate Real Estate.
Yeah.
Coming up at 7, Kayla Stafford from Little Light Creations. She makes lots of different things. I know she makes some totes, too, that is handmade. You can find them at CG's Boutique. CG is really good about supporting local folks.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they haven't ever had like their products sold before at a boutique. And she's always like, yeah, this is really good. You need to sell them. Bring them in. So I know she's particular. It's always good quality things.
Right.
And then Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry, he was talking about Red Rover. Texted us.
I bet he's
the
a
game.
good Red Rover player.
Yeah. I bet he bust through.
Yeah.
We'll find out when he comes in at 7:30.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. Maintenance workers at Pittsburgh International Airport might just be worth their weight in carrots as they spent hours searching through a baggage carousel for a diamond that fell out of a woman's engagement ring while she reached to get her suitcase.
So hard to find.
So she's reaching for a suitcase and bloop, out comes the diamond. April Schmidt had just returned home to Pittsburgh from a business trip in Los Angeles when she lost the diamond. As I went to retrieve my bag from the carousel, my hand got stuck between the suitcase and the edge of the carousel, and it pinched my hand, so I So I pulled my hand back really quick, and then that's when
And then, oh no, my diamond's missing.
She didn't notice until she was driving home. And I mean, she'd had this since 1992. That's when she got married. She rushed back to the airport and started searching along with a couple of maintenance workers. After about 90 minutes, April decided to call it quits, and she went home. But the workers kept searching and even took parts of the carousel apart until they eventually found it.
That is above and beyond.
4 hours later, they called April and told her the good news, and then April went back and got it.
Took the carousel apart.
I bet she had already called her husband
and got a new ring.
And they were going to go new ring shopping. I bet she was excited about that.
Well, let me tell you, I would be excited about a new ring, but I like the original. It's something
You
sentimental.
like to have the original, but have a new one as well?
For my other hand.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because that one means a lot. That's the one he said I do with.
Right. That's
right.
That's like I own you kind of thing.
No, it isn't. It's like I love you. I profess my love, and I want you to be mine forever. I own you.
Back in 2019, John Zito Jr. retired from the Tampa Fire Rescue and now spends plenty of free time hiking in Arizona. While it's a fun hobby for John, he also been called to action a number of times to help fellow hikers who've gotten themselves in trouble out in the wild. While doing one of Arizona's toughest trails, he rescued hikers with heat stroke, performed CPR, even carried a man 3 miles to safety after hearing gunshots used as a distress signal. He always carries a backpack full of water, snacks, and even braces for people who have twisted ankles. He said, that's what I've always done. You deal with people and their problems. When somebody's in trouble, I can't imagine somebody not doing everything they could to help. And now he's a trail legend. John is proving that retirement doesn't mean slowing down. It just means find new ways to help others.
He sounds pretty awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Way to go, John. To John Zito Jr. there on the trail, and to the people who work at Pittsburgh International Airport. Y'all are real good.
Now it is time for Ask Jason. He's gotten 3 right so far this week.
Terrible. That's
Here it is,
terrible.
hump day. You can get these.
That's terrible. Okay.
Your topic this morning is car and drivers.
Okay.
Cars and drivers.
All right.
It sounded like Matthias. You're going cars.
Cars.
All right. Your first question. The latest statistics show the average driver will do this about 9 times in their life. What is it?
The average driver will do this 9 times in their life.
In their life.
Drive naked.
No. How many times have you done that?
Well, none, but my life ain't over yet.
Oh, okay. This is something that oh gosh, I don't know without telling you. I think 9 sounds high, but
9 sounds, this is over a lifetime, it sounds high.
yes.
And
I've done it once
so
in my 54 years.
So it's not wreck.
I do think most people wreck more than
you
once.
left it wide open for me.
I teed it.
You teed it up.
Yeah.
I had to hit. All right. I don't know. And they do it while they're driving?
No.
But I thought it was about driving.
Yeah. Well, it's cars and drivers.
Oh, so it could just be, drivers. Okay, drivers. I don't know, Sheila. Just
Okay, lock their keys in their car.
Oh my gosh.
How have you done that before?
No, I have not.
Ever?
No.
I did it one time, and that was when I first was learning to drive, and I was warming my car up. It was in the cold, and then I had to run back in because I was working, and I was trying to hurry back in, and I guess I pushed locked accidentally, and then my keys are there sitting there warming it up.
Oh.
But that's not happened again.
Well, good, Sheila. See, sometimes you got to get hit in the face.
That's true, because then it made me be extra careful.
That's right.
All right, your second question.
Okay.
1 in 3 drivers surveyed has admitted to doing this. What is it?
Driving naked.
No, is that going to be your answer for all these questions? 1 in 3 driver survey admitted to doing this.
Okay.
It's like when you've parked and then you leave.
When you park and then you leave.
Like when you're getting into your vehicle and then you leave. I can't. I'm trying to give you good hints.
I don't know, Sheila.
I'm making it worse for you.
I have no
I'll blow
idea.
your mind. Leaving something on the roof of their car and driving off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've never done that. You'd think I would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have bet money you had. But
he thinks so little of me.
Well, no, I see it happen. Like it wasn't.
Now, why do you think I would do that?
Well, sometimes
I got more sense than you think now.
But now sometimes that's true. But sometimes you do get flighty.
I've not left something on the roof of my car, and I've not left the gas thing open. I don't know why that bugs me too.
But I've seen people. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was at Publix, and there was a lady, and she had a bag of groceries still on the roof of her car, and I was all like, "Stop! Stop!"
When you see it, it's like, "Oh, I want to help.
Yeah.
I don't want them to look because once it falls."
And I've seen
Too
several
late.
cups of coffee on roofs before.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm thinking, have you got that glued there just to trick me?
Like it's amazing
Like,
how long
is it
stayed
riding?
on. Yeah.
And then finally it falls off.
That's right.
It's almost like you want to follow them to see how far it will go. All right. Well, you're not doing well today, but I'm not. I'll have to say it's partly my fault because I can't think of good hints on these. Okay, the last question. I think you'll get this one.
Okay.
If your car is red, you have a 30% chance of this happening. What is it?
I know this. Red cars attract bird poop.
I thought because I've heard red cars attract tickets.
Well,
Because
yeah.
it looks like they're going faster. I would have said that, but bird poop is it.
No, I'd heard that before. That was I don't know why I remember that, but there was.
Why do birds care if it's red or not? It's like, ooh, target.
I think so. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they can see red better than they can see.
You know, hummingbirds can. The reason I know this is because I saw a hummingbird one time pecking at a light, like one of the red lights at
on your
like
porch,
on your tail light. You're making me. But they can see it because they were looking like that's a flower, that's a flower, that's a flower, and I'm like, after you've pecked it a couple of times, don't you realize it's plastic?
Well, Sheila, they're little brains.
Little tiny things. They're like a little, almost just a tiny bit bigger than a bumblebee.
Well, yeah, I have heard that, and at my house they picked Donna's got a gray car. It's like a silvery, and they really like it, but they don't do it on my car. I got a black car.
They're like, ooh.
They don't do that.
Well, you've got one right today, so that means four altogether
What
for the
a
week.
terrible week I'm having.
Well, I had terrible hints. So,
Well, I mean, what could you say though, Sheila?
Right.
I mean,
leaving something on the roof of your car, and I was thinking if I say something to do with keys, you're going to get it when you're locking your keys in your car.
no, you tried
I really
your
thought
best.
you'd do better on this one, though.
I don't
And
know.
you think I've left
don't-
something on the roof of
I
my
don't have a lot of car shenanigans, you know? I mean, I don't get into trouble with my car much. You know, I don't lock my keys in my car. I don't leave stuff on the hood. I do know where birds poop though.
Yeah.
So I got that going for me.
Red cars.
Yeah.
To me, I think white it must attract them too, because I see bird poop on white cars.
Well, I think it's just easier to see. I think sheer volume is on red cars.
Who thought we would be talking bird poop today?
Who even knows what we'll be talking about any day, Sheila?
It's true.
It's very random.
That's why it's so fun.
Coming up, we've got some great guests for you.
Kayla Stafford with Little Light Creations, and also Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry at 7:30.
That's going to be great talking to both of them. Looking forward to that. That's all coming up here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. Good morning, Cookeville, of course, live wherever you're watching it right now, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, Hub Plus, or Channel 192. We appreciate you listening. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
TRN News.
2 people taken into custody Sunday outside an East Memphis Walgreens after police officers spot a car tied to a recent carjacking. Gabrielle Carey seen getting in and out of a stolen Nissan Maxima valued at $17,000 before walking into the store. Inside, officers say she met a co-defendant who tried to swallow a car key. Carey was then charged with theft and has a history of being reported missing in the previous 2 years. She's due in court later today. The second suspect has yet to be identified. A man accused of threatening a mass shooting in a Middle Tennessee Walmart. Authorities in Sumner County say Patrick Ehringer made the anonymous threats against a store in Hendersonville late Monday night. The State Office of Homeland Security joined local police in their investigation. They determined Ehringer was involved in a failed relationship with someone who worked at the Walmart trying to harass him. He's held on a $200,000 bond. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A death row inmate is fighting his execution. Byron Black claims he's no longer mentally competent to be put to death. Black's attorneys have filed a motion asking Tennessee's highest court to order a competency evaluation based on his severe brain damage, dementia, and intellectual disability. Black was convicted in the 1988 murders of Angela Clay and her 2 daughters, and he's due to be executed on August 5th. In Knoxville, a 19-year-old man is charged for allegedly beating another man and pouring bleach on him before kidnapping his child. On Sunday morning, police were called for a welfare check at a Mercer Street home. That's where they found a naked man with a serious injury to the head and the pungent smell of bleach. The victim's car was found by Sevierville police with Charles Kaufman, a woman and a 3-year-old child inside. Warren State Kaufman got into a fight with the victim by hitting and slamming him into the ground, then hitting him with a plunger and stuffing it into his mouth. Kaufman remains in the Knox County Jail. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Commission on Monday voted to purchase more than 70 acres on Smith Road for the future home of the new jail. WJLE Smithville reporting that the approved motion stipulates not spending more than $1.8 million on the property. Also approved a motion to issue a 12-year note not to exceed $35 million to build the facility. Despite complaints from nearby property owners, the Cookeville Planning Commission approved a rezoning request Monday for a new subdivision on Bill Smith Road. Developer Donnie Meadows owns the 3.68 acres. According to a Herald Citizen article, he plans to construct 16 houses on the property. Rezoning will next proceed to consideration by the Cookeville City Council. Cookeville Community Cares has opened a cooling shelter during hours of extreme heat this week. The shelter will operate at the United Church of Cookeville until at least June 27th from noon until 7 p.m. daily. With the shelter opening, the organization has asked for donations of bottled water, bags of ice, sunscreen, and battery-powered personal cooling fans. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. The big weather story continues to be the sweltering heat. It will remain hot and humid today with mostly sunny skies and highs climbing to low to mid-90s. A heat advisory remains in effect for the entire region through tomorrow. Heat index values could range as high as 100 to 105. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in lower 70s. Thursday will be mostly sunny once again with highs in lower 90s. High pressure will begin to break down by Friday, allowing for scattered pop-up storms to develop during the afternoon. Highs will back down a bit to around 90. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, yo. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 707.
We have Pam Russell. She is with Butterfly Blessings, and we're so happy to have you in. I know you do so much helping people. And Butterfly Blessings, we've got a lot of people new in our area. Could you explain to folks what Butterfly Blessings is?
Yes, Butterfly Blessings is a nonprofit that we have several pantry boxes out in the community, and people are able to just go and visit those pantry boxes and get what you need out of them, and then just pass it forward. And then we do several other things in the community as well. One of the things we do that we're passionate about in December, we do the Christmas store, and we have a lot of fun preparing for that. So, yeah.
In the Christmas store, I know that families in need can come and pick out things for their children.
We have, last year we did, we work with the school system. So we get with the school system and we get families out of the school system. But because
they really know maybe the families that need it most.
Yes. So we work with them, and I love working with them. So and then we put together a big event. But last year, we also had people from the community that was able to come in and take pictures with Santa Claus. And we gave gifts to their children as they was there, because we're so blessed to do an overflow every year. And that's thanks to Cookeville as a whole, this whole community. I just want to thank them for all the support that they've given us.
We want to thank you, too, for even thinking of this and knowing that the kids, there's so many kids that are needy in our area that you don't realize how many families are in stressful situations.
And you don't. And we are, we're going to be eventually changing our atmosphere to a different look, because it's been on my heart several times that it's not all about Christmas. It's not all about Thanksgiving. It's all year long.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got a big meeting on Saturday, but we're looking to maybe do something different in a way. We're always going to have the Christmas thing, but we're looking maybe to take a different avenue. What that looks like right now, I do not know.
Well, I know youth just want to keep growing that nonprofit.
Yes, we do. And so it's going to look a little different. Butterfly Blessings is going to start looking just a little tad bit different. But our heart is still going to be to serve our community because our community gives back to us.
Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to do Christmas anymore. And I know that the reason I wanted you in
Well,
here.
it's a good thing Christmas isn't getting canceled.
Well,
Sheila.
you know what I mean. She said it's going to look a little different. I know that you're still going to have the Christmas store.
Oh, definitely.
In case people will run.
Definitely. We are always going to do that.
So, we always say Christmas in July. I thought it would be great for people to be thinking about that now because I know people are
Gosh, we're exactly
Yes.
right today, 6 months away from Christmas.
That's true.
Hey, don't remind me. Yeah.
It is the 25th of June.
Yeah, I mean, we're exactly 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, be thinking about donating now while you can because I know everybody gets a little stretched at Christmas time.
Yes.
So I thought if folks could think about that now and be putting you on their list to donate even monthly.
Right.
So you could find the toys and get things together even earlier that
That way you also know how many kids you can serve that way, too.
Yes.
And we always do, I'm working with the school system. With the families that we get out of there, we can always give them a number on how many families we can work with. But the more we have, the more families we can serve during that time of the year. And with the way we do it, we serve them with lunch. We have a catered lunch for them.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So they come in, like last year, they came in, they visit with Santa Claus, but they was able to do lunch. We had like a caterer who came in and did chicken strips for the kids. And I mean, she laid it all out. And so all families that was there was able to leave with a full stomach and gifts for their kids. So, yeah.
So being blessed with a meal
Yes.
and then having gifts for their children, you can't ask for anything better.
How do people get money to you or goods or whatever that you're needing? How do we get that to you?
Well, that's the big meeting on Saturday.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to come back.
Okay.
And have all that information because we would like to do one fundraiser to kick off our Christmas store this year. So we are definitely sitting down having that conversation on Saturday.
Well, let us know when
Yeah,
all
we'll
that's going to
definitely
be.
pass that along.
Thank you.
So you guys do you have a Facebook page, Butterfly Blessings?
We do. We do have a Facebook page. It's butterflyblessings.com.
All right.
Yeah. And you can go on that page, but we will definitely start putting more information on that page.
Okay.
As we're kicking this fundraiser off, we will definitely start putting information there.
So it sounds to me like Butterfly Blessings is still growing. This is, I mean, I know when we first met and started talking, it was some boxes, and now then it was Christmas, and
Food
now
boxes,
now it's all, now you're looking at expanding where you could do things year round.
Yes,
Wow.
we are.
Well,
We are.
it's good you're ambitious.
Yes.
I love that. I mean, you are still and listen when God tells you things.
Yes.
So that's Butterfly Blessings is all. It's a Christian organization, really.
It really has been from day one. It has been. We kicked off in May of 2020. 20, yeah. And it was COVID.
Yeah.
During that time, we placed our first box at UCHRA.
Really?
And it's so funny because I've always said that Butterfly Blessings was God-led. It didn't have anything to do with me. And when everybody was saying, well, we can't get wood or we can't build this, we had a warehouse out of Gainesboro who called and said, we would like to supply you enough wood to build 8 boxes. Well,
That's fantastic.
we just finished using that wood here recently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So it's been a journey, and it has been so humbling to be able to do this.
Well, Pam, thank you so much for being here this morning and let us know what comes of the Saturday meeting and how we can help out with a fundraiser, because we sure do want to.
I sure will. And thank you guys for having me back.
No problem. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 716.
Kayla Stafford is with Little Light Creations, and we're going to find out all about this. Thank you so much for joining us, Kayla.
Thank you for having me.
So I know I got one of your totes at CG's Boutique, which is just, they're so beautiful too.
Well, thank you.
Well made, lots of pockets, which I like.
You ladies with your pockets.
They're important.
They really are. Like, I want something where I can put my cell phone in and it won't fall to the bottom of the bag.
That's right. Yeah.
So I appreciate the pockets. So what made you start? You've got totes, and is there anything else too that I'm?
Yeah. Well, the main product I do is painted Bibles.
Yes.
That's kind of where it all started. Really, it goes back to a dream I had back in like middle school.
Well, hey, whoa. Tell us about the dream.
I always wanted really to have a boutique, kind of like CG's.
Mm-hmm.
That was always the dream. Then I went to college, kind of grew up, realized, sometimes that's not the easiest way to go, right. Especially up here in Cookeville. There's so many great boutiques, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so I work, full time at a bank up here in Cookeville, and so I was like, I just want to do something creative. So I was, always been in the church and working in the church, and my love for God has kind of inspired me to do all the things that I do now. So the Painted Bibles kind of started everything. And then during college, I took some sewing classes and fashion classes, and that's where I've started doing like the tote bags and some Bible carriers, and hopefully by the end of this year doing more like T-shirts and apparel and vests and whatnot.
Well, is that where you got Little Light Creations?
Yes.
Spiritual?
Yes, my
This is
favorite.
A lot of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
That's one of my favorite songs.
It is.
that.
It's a good song. And my favorite Bible verse is Matthew 5:16, where it says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven."
Right.
So that's what really.
That was the real thing.
And then
this little lot of mine didn't have anything to do
well,
with it.
that was part of the name.
Okay. All right.
Well, I've seen your painted Bibles, though. They are beautiful.
Well, thank you.
So is it a cover? Like, do you have to put a cover on the Bible?
I just get blank Bibles and paint the covers of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I didn't know there were blank Bibles.
There are, yeah. There's some that are strictly customizable, and
Yeah.
then there's some that, they'll have the Holy Bible written on them, and I just paint right over it.
And it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I've seen flowers, and also you can custom put somebody's name on it.
Yes, yeah. I usually do customs more than just painting whatever I want. So.
Well,
I mean, hey, I'll just be honest. I've never heard of this. I mean,
Okay,
this is
yeah.
interesting. So,
Yeah.
did you see somebody else doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Randomly popped up on my social media. Some girl in another state was doing it. Then I found a bunch on Etsy, and then I was like, I could do that for myself. And I did one for myself, and then it slowly built up over time of like doing gifts for people, and then just doing a post one day and seeing, where the interest was.
Now, did you paint stuff? Did you paint like on a canvas before? Were you
Yes,
an
yeah,
artist?
did lots of practice.
You didn't just start on bottom.
No.
Okay, all right.
Lots of practice before.
Okay.
So how did you meet up with CG? How did she find out about you? And then I've seen your Bibles at her boutique.
Yes. So when I was at Tech, I was studying merchandising and design, and I was her intern during my senior semester.
Okay.
So
I
I
didn't
worked
know
at
Tech had that.
Yep. With merchandising, interior, graphic, all the designs.
Yeah.
It's a great program. I really recommend it.
Wow.
Fun classes. It was a great time. I wish I could go back some days. But I interned with CG for a whole semester, and then I worked with her a little bit, like right when I graduated college, just here and there. But I still, go shop at her place, so we still stay in close contact.
Well, all of this goes really well together. Like you have Bible carriers, you have the covers that you make, then you have the totes as well.
Yes. That was kind of my idea, was a take it to church everything, especially for like a lot of my friends are young moms, they are carrying a lot of things. That's kind of what motivated me to do all of the things, like just little carriers that you can take everything in instead of carrying everything.
That.
That's right. They do.
We all need that as women.
Honestly, yes,
Yeah.
as women in general.
Well, I mean, like my daughter, she's a new mom. Well, not a new mom now, but she's a toddler and two toddlers.
Yeah, two toddlers.
And the amount of things that she has.
So many
Even
things.
just snacks and packing for just to go play somewhere.
It's astonishing
Yeah.
the amount of stuff that she has on her.
A lot of stuff.
It's crazy. So
is.
I can see where this is handy, especially at church when you've got to get stuff out. It's got to be handy too.
Yes, very quick.
Because you never know when a kid's going to act out in church.
That's right.
You got to have that quick something,
Yeah.
snack or whatever to.
Snack or their favorite toy that's quiet.
Yes.
It's like a mom's switchblade.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Is that where you thought of all the pockets and that? Then it's lined as well. Just beautiful design.
Yeah. Well, the pockets are kind of just my thing. I need pockets in my life. So, I think the first tote bag I made only had one pocket, and I was like, this is not really usable. You need all the pockets. So I'm trying to put more in there as, I keep doing it.
So are you, what other vision do you have for this? I mean, do you see, are you going to try to grow this into something else or what's the plan?
Yes, my plan right now, so starting tomorrow, actually, I haven't announced it yet. So listeners, you're the first ones hearing this.
Yay.
I'm going to start an Etsy shop.
Oh, okay.
And do more of that instead of, I've been doing just Facebook selling and little markets and CGs. So I'm going to do Etsy, and CGs are going to be the main focus from the rest of the year. And then over time, I really would like to have my own website and really turn it more into like an apparel boutique with a few handmade things. The handmade things take a very long time.
Right, yeah.
And I have, limited time in the evenings to do things.
What kind of apparel are you thinking?
Women's apparel to begin with, and then I would love to get into like children's apparel, like Mommy and Me little sets.
And then would you be designing it, or how would that work?
Probably not everything. I kind of want to get into the alteration side of things too. And so doing, just some hemming and different like upcycling. That's kind of what I really want to get into in the next few years.
I see. So you'd be trying to this would be like restyling used old clothes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
Well, that's a huge thing right now. That's a massive trend.
Because a lot of people just throw their clothes away. And that's one thing I learned in college. It kind of got me interested in it, is all of the, throwing away and adding to just all of the mess and like the dyes and the textiles, all of that together. It's better to upcycle it and turn it into something new than just to put it in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And you could find like old jean jackets and old concert shirts that you could really make something really
a lot of things
great.
with. Which a lot of people right now, the trend is quilting, doing all the quilts, making them into hats or bags or vests, whatever. They're turning quilts.
Taking your grandma's quilts and turning them into stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you think about it, some of them are kind of worn and they can't be repaired.
I feel bad about that.
But if you can't use them, put them into something that you will use.
If they're ripping, that's the main thing. It's all the old quilts that are starting to rip.
I know, but still.
Yeah, I know it's sentimental.
There's something weird about that.
I haven't brought myself to do it yet. That's why I'm looking into the apparel side of it.
Let's exhaust everything until we start cutting grandma's quilt.
That's right.
I get you.
We'll do whatever you need.
Don't cut grandma's quilt.
Don't cut grandma's quilt.
But if somebody does want that, it's instead of throwing that out, which you would, you have something made that you can use, or even it would be cool to have something framed.
Yes,
you could
that
do
would be
that
really
too.
cool. That's right.
You
Yeah,
could think of something like that.
Because there's always a better way than just throwing it away.
Yes.
Which is what I feel like a lot of people are doing now. We're getting in the minimalist. You know, everyone's like, I don't want to do this anymore, so they just throw it away.
Well, that's
Not
true.
grandma's quilt.
Not grandma's quilt.
You don't do that.
Don't throw away grandma's quilt.
Those are sentimental. I mean, I get it. I've got one that's semi falling apart, but there's no way I do anything about it.
Yeah.
You know,
sentimental.
It's just, it's always been there. It's always been
Part
there.
of you.
Yeah, it's part of life. And it seems like if that went away, but I guess if you could, do it in another way. I'm not sure I'd want. I'm not sure I'd want a hat made out of.
Your grandma's quilt.
Yeah, I wouldn't look great in it.
I've seen jean jackets, and on the back they can almost put the quilt pattern on there, and it's really cute.
It is really cute.
It might be really cute, but not for me.
Not for you.
Right.
Not for you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about me right now.
There we
He's
go.
worried about his grandma's
He's
quilt.
like, I can't wear that.
I mean, y'all do whatever you want to. Y'all's grandma's quilt.
That's hilarious.
You're the one that'll get smacked down somehow with that.
Yeah.
Once I see her, she'll be like,
Yeah.
I didn't mean for you to tear up my quilt.
Right. I saw that hat you made of my quilt.
Don't want to face grandma's wrath.
Now, can somebody contact you and you do a custom Bible?
Yes. So on my Facebook and Instagram page, Little Light Creations, I have a custom form link there. So you just fill out the form and it comes straight to me.
And then
I contact via just messaging after that.
Okay, so you go back and forth then with the customer about what they want painted and all of that.
Yeah, the form has all
That
the
is
questions.
too cool.
It's really fun.
What's the turnaround on that? Like if somebody wanted to gift that for Christmas.
I usually do about a 2 to 4 week turnaround during just the
not
normal
bad.
year, but
Well-
Christmas is usually 4 to 6 weeks. So I like to have them in by the beginning of December for
Right.
Christmas.
So sooner the better.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because
Man.
it does take a little bit to coat it and let it dry and
Yeah.
box it up.
What do you charge to do that? Well, what's the to get a fully furnished out the door
Custom Bible.
custom painted Bible?
It's $100, just flat.
Well, that's not terrible.
Nope, I didn't think so.
I mean, it's a lot.
It's
but
a
it's
lot
not
of time.
terrible because that's a one of a kind custom made deal.
I would think that's a great gift for those that are graduating. I know my church gave me a Bible when I graduated with my name on it, a brand new Bible. And I've still got that. I love it.
Yes, it's
So
it's
this
a
is
keepsake
even
item
more
for sure.
custom made.
And I love doing my favorites, doing them for weddings. People
Yeah.
use them as their guest
Oh,
book.
that's a great idea.
That's my favorite ones to do.
You can also give one to your grandma so you can build some equity up
That's
to
right.
cut her quilt.
I'm giving this to you for my quilt.
Well, now, Jason,
Yes.
instead of it just staying somewhere and you can't use it because it is getting kind of old and ragged, it is good to upcycle it because you're still if it's a picture or if it's something,
That's right.
framing it or
I want
something.
everybody to also take note there that I did not make an old joke to Sheila just then. I'd like everybody to give me some credit for that.
Oh no.
We're about the same age, Kayla. Don't let him fool you.
Might have to upcycle Sheila is what I'm saying.
Oh no.
If you can fix all the wrinkles
There we
inside, I'll pay you more than 100.
That's so funny.
The best way to get in touch with you now is through Facebook or
Yes,
okay.
Facebook's the primary one,
All right.
and then I have an Instagram.
What's
and
your
then
what's
Etsy.
your Instagram name?
The username is Lit Light Creations, LIT Light Creations.
Let's get lit.
Let's get lit.
All right.
Yes.
Lit.
That was the
Lit with the
idea.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
right.
what I'm saying, Sheila.
You never know with him, Kayla.
Right.
I had
Gotta
to
watch
set
him.
straight.
and then you can pick up some of your bags and stuff like that at
CG's. Yes, I'm about to have a restock in about 2 weeks there.
All right.
So, yes,
And then so you're just doing this from your kitchen table.
that's right. Kitchen table, living room couch. bedroom.
All right, gotcha.
desk.
Wherever,
Working full time.
Wherever.
Right.
you know,
Yes, I'm saying
Yeah.
having a what they say a real job.
Real job.
And then
Yeah.
having
The grown-up
her
job.
side
pay
gig.
the bills job.
That's right.
Yeah, I got you. Well, Kayla, thanks so much for being here this
Yes,
morning. We
thank you for
really
having me.
appreciate it. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Boston Celtics continue to make moves in the offseason. After receiving Anthony Simmons for Drew Holiday, they sent Kristaps Porzingis to the Atlanta Hawks as part of a 3-team deal. George Niang and a second-rounder will head to Boston, and the Nets receive Terrence Mann and Atlanta's 22nd overall pick. Kyrie Irving is declining his $43 million player option and signing a new 3-year deal worth $119 million to stay with the Dallas Mavericks. Last season, Irving was averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and just under 5 assists per game before he tore his ACL in March. The Mavericks will have Irving, Anthony Davis, and projected number 1 pick Cooper Flagg next season. Cincinnati Reds top prospect Chase Burns made his MLB debut on the mound yesterday against the New York Yankees and went 5 innings, allowing 6 hits and 3 runs. He struck out 8 batters and earned a no decision after the Reds came back to beat the Yankees 5-4 in 11 innings. Elsewhere around the MLB, the Astros beat the Phillies 1-0, Cardinals over the Cubs 8-7, Brewers beat the Pirates 9-3, and the Braves beat the Mets 7-4. The NBA draft is tonight at 7. The Dallas Mavericks have the first overall pick and are expected to take Cooper Flagg out of Duke. The Spurs, 76ers, Hornets, and Jazz will round out the top 5. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. 7:33 now.
And Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry is in here with us. You're
In the
always
house.
so great about coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Oh, I love coming over here and talking and chatting and listening to you coming over. And, you know, that Red Rover, I was thinking coming over here, you remember you would go to the weakest person.
You try to,
and if they held on tight, you would bust through them, but they would still hold on, and then they would clap and, bust their faces against each other and stuff like that.
That's back when playing was fun, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. You learn some lessons. That's what we're talking about. Sometimes you need to get hit in the face.
With the dodgeball.
Yeah.
With the dodgeball.
That's right.
Well, I mean, it does toughen you up a bit, don't it?
Well, get off on this, but we're in a soft society now. Everybody their feelings gets hurt real fast, and that you because you have a red hat on or something, somebody gets triggered and hates you, and I know it's come on, come on now.
That's why he's made me tough picking on me so much.
There you go.
Got to get a thick skin. Because in the grand scheme of things, it don't matter.
It all don't matter in the end. It's all how you treat people.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow night, a big meeting in Sparta, the Oldham's Theater there, and a lot of talk in all the news nationally about fluoride in the water.
Yes.
And I know I've been down that rabbit hole and learned a lot about that, and learned a lot about that from Dennis Bynum with H2O Water Biz. He's got on his website, there's a whole bunch about that. But then as a city, you're thinking about taking it out of the water supply.
Yes. What started it was I had one of my constituents say, you know what, have you looked at the fluoride? It's a poison. And I said, I really hadn't thought that much about it.
Right,
and
because
then,
we were brought up that fluoride is, you need it for your
gotta have
teeth.
it. That's right. So as I got to looking into it, I talked to our water department, and they showed me the warning labels on the fluoride that we get to put in the water system. I mean, it's like danger. Don't come near. Stay away from this. If you spill it on you, immediately poison control. And I'm like, okay.
And here we are putting it in our mouth with our toothpaste and
Well,
everything.
Your toothpaste has
water,
a warning
and then we're
label.
Drinking. Yeah.
Your toothpaste has a warning label.
Don't eat this.
Don't. If you swallow this contains fluoride. Contact poison control immediately.
Wow.
On your toothpaste, so every one of them.
I've never read my toothpaste.
Well, so I hadn't up until that point.
Thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah. So through that, we had a lady call and say, we want to keep fluoride in the system, and our city administrator said, "Can I ask you one question? Do you drink tap water?" She said, "No, that stuff's awful." And she said, "I've got a whole house water filter that takes all of that out." And she said, "And we buy bottled water, so we don't want to do with that." And by the time the conversation was over, she was for taking it out.
Yeah.
Because she's already taken it out at her house.
Right.
And so I've looked at so many. It's classified as a toxin. It's linked to some college studies on lower IQs, some thyroid issues.
That's what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Too much fluoride.
Yeah, that Lynchburg water must be.
And the big thing, I asked the person this yesterday, do you want the government to medicate you without your consent?
No.
No.
Ultimately, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And this day and age, the technology, the fluoride that's in other things, the fluoride that's in the toothpaste and the things that we do. And so if you have too much fluoride, then it can create problems. Well, how much is too much? Because I don't know. I don't know how much you're getting.
No.
I don't know how much I'm getting.
Yeah.
And so we feel like it's best that we take it out. But we're going to have that town hall meeting, let the people decide, say. And
what is the good it does that we even started putting that in our water system? Like,
so tooth decay, they said topical, it helps.
So that's why they put it in the water system?
Yeah, it started like many years ago. I think Sparta started in maybe the late 50s, early 60s. And so I'll tell you this, that I didn't know this until this week. The Senate the House and Senate this year in the state of Tennessee tried to pass a law banning it from all water systems.
Well, I didn't know that.
But it failed. It didn't get out of committee, and it failed. So they're going to it's put back on the calendar for next year. So I'm thinking that there is a possibility, and the state, it was going to be effective July 1 of 2025.
Oh, wow.
And that was a bill. You can look that up. I forgot the number of it. But so anyway, the legislators are looking at it, and I thought, I like to be proactive on things, and let's look at it. And if it's causing a problem with our people and our workers and our citizens, let's get it out.
Mm-hmm. There's the water supply. I mean, you do what you can because obviously you don't want to spread diseases through water. So there is some things that have to be put into the drinking water for public consumption. As a city, you have to do that. Do you think that the fluoride is step one in looking at some of these other things that are in the water, or is it or some people say it's a slippery slope?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that like the chlorine, you got to do that to keep it clean, clear. That's an issue, but I don't know how to make the water clean without adding that.
Yeah, there's some things that you can't.
You can't do it, and but the fluoride is one that we can take out, and you can still get your fluoride without the city or any government, any city giving it to you, and it's like it's almost labeled a medication, and in high doses, it's a absolute toxin. Stay away from it.
Yeah.
And so that's what gets, and it's in. So I'm sitting there going, "Give me more fluoride." You know, who wants that?
Right.
So
now at the meeting tomorrow, everyone's invited.
Yes.
I mean, the whole city
Yes.
can come and however many can fit in the theater.
That's right.
And then both sides get or is there a both sides, or is it
there is a few very little people have contacted me and said keep it in. It's been overwhelmingly get it out.
Yeah.
Have the fluoride companies heard about this? And they're like Jared Lowry,
big fluoride,
big flora.
No, they've not. But you know, what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm fair and balanced. I'm going to present the benefits and the disadvantages. Let the people speak to the aldermen, and then ultimately, in probably the mid-August meeting, we've got to by state law, we have to give a 30-day notice to all the people. Tell them when the vote is going to take place. Everyone has to know that we're considering it. So we've already been sending them letters out. So Sparta should be well versed right now that it's happening. Then the alderman is going to listen to the arguments for or against, and then we will make a decision at our mid-August meeting, and we'll vote to keep it in or take it out.
Sounds a lot like democracy, Jerry.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Well, you think of it too. It's that's what you're taking a shower with too, and your
Yes.
skin absorbs all
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even I always want to call it eczema.
Yeah.
Is something that's been linked back to fluoride and other things that are in the water as well. So
I'm sure that's an irritant if you have eczema too. I mean, it'll make it worse.
I would guess so, but
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
But I think what Mayor Lowry's talking about is talking about the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Do the pros outweigh the cons? And
not really.
Not really. They don't. And because it's not keeping you safe from anything.
No.
The fluoride in the water, right?
No. You can get it. You can get everything from natural functions, the water that some of the foods have it in it. The toothpaste has it in it, and just good dental hygiene. I will say this real quick. The countries, there's several countries, most developed countries do not put it in. The United States is one that does. And they did a study on tooth decay from the past many years, and tooth decay is going down in all countries, including the ones that don't fluoride.
Really?
So for the argument to say, well, everybody's going to have bad teeth in 20 years. No, that's not a proven fact. You can look and see that the countries, tooth decay, and the reason is from education, from good dental hygiene.
Right.
Brush your teeth and take care of that, and use a fluoride toothpaste. And they don't even want you to give it in children. They don't mix your formulas and things like that with fluoride in young babies. They don't like they're saying don't use it.
Really?
So what are we doing with our children?
Man.
I'm just saying. So there's a lot of issues that need to be looked at.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great how you've gone about this. I mean, it's obvious that you're for getting it out.
Yes.
But you're not trying to bowl people over with your opinion. You're like, hey, this is what I think, but what do y'all think? I think how you're handling this is just fantastic.
Commendable, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I told the alderman last month, I said, listen, I want to discuss this. I want you to do your homework. I want you to talk to people. You do your homework. And to this moment right now, I have yet, and it's been over almost 6 weeks now, I have yet to ask one alderman what they thought about it. I'm going to let them decide it.
Oh, really?
So I'm not even said a word to them about it. And I want them to make that decision.
Right.
You find out for yourself. And then go from
I'm
there.
glad you're giving the pros and cons too, though, because that's really all I would like on stuff.
Right.
Like, tell me why or why not, and then let me decide. And that's what
Joe Rogan's done a few podcasts with some doctors about fluoride, and it's been real interesting.
It's been eye opening.
Yeah, and then you really start reading about it, and once you find out that there's really no real benefit to it, because there's not, and then all the other things that it could that could be bad about it. Even if it's a could, we got to look at it seriously. And it's just a no-brainer. You know, why would we keep doing this if there's no real benefit to it?
Well, if I told you 10 years from now, it's a possibility that too much fluoride can create problems in your children or in your life, would you continue taking it?
No, absolutely not. No.
So do I want to roll that dice and go, okay?
Right. No, I get it. I'm with you, man.
Yeah, if anything is bad for the kids, it's like I'm out.
That's tomorrow night at 6 at Oldham's Theater there in Sparta. If you're a Sparta resident and want to find out more or for or against, Jerry wants to hear from everybody.
Yes.
So get there tomorrow night at 6 is when that happens. When we come back, we'll talk to Mayor Lowry a little bit more about what all the great things going on in the beautiful city of Sparta. That's on the way next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. The big weather story continues to be the sweltering heat. It will remain hot and humid today with mostly sunny skies and highs climbing into low to mid-90s. A heat advisory remains in effect for the entire region through tomorrow. Heat index values could range as high as 100 to 105. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in lower 70s. Thursday will be mostly sunny once again with highs in lower 90s. High pressure will begin to break down by Friday, allowing for scattered pop-up storms to develop during the afternoon. Highs will back down a bit to around 90. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
We'll light up the sky. And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48 now.
I'm telling you, it's a whole other show behind the scenes.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But hey, we'll never say.
Yeah.
You get three crazies sitting at a table, then
That's
hey,
right.
that's what happens.
Something fun's gonna happen.
Well, I you know what? I guess I just never thought about this happening, but you brought it up, so I think it's neat. The cleaning of water tanks.
Yes.
I think that's interesting. Sparta Mayor Jerry Lowry is who we're
yeah.
talking to, and
yeah,
I've actually thought about that. I'm thinking, do they dump all the water and then clean it? I mean,
Yes,
how does that
yes.
work?
So what happens is it's a serious process. We've just took bids to have ours cleaned. It's going to be like less than $25,000. You think that's too much, but those towers are big.
Yes.
And them tanks are big, and so you've got to pressure wash every inch of it on the outside. So you're hanging from the outside doing all that. Plus, then you've got to go inside and make sure that it's all clean, everything's working right in there, the pumps and the various things that take place. So there's a lot of cleaning going on inside, and I'm not going inside that tank.
I think it'd be neat to see inside of one.
Well, when we do that, I'll get you down. When it
Well,
happens,
I would like somebody to get a drone and peek inside.
I mean,
for me
I don't
like
need
that.
to go in it, but I would with whatever little hatch you open. I like
That's
to.
right.
Oh, hey, boy, that's what that looks like inside. Then close the latch and.
Well, I'll find out. We'll
eat
see.
at one of the great restaurants in Sparta.
There you go. I tell you what. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do. But anyway, it's a process to get all that cleaned, and then a lot of safety equipment, a lot of issues that you got to be careful of, and then you got regulations about the water supply. You make sure that it's all clean inside and everything, and before you put the water back in. So it's an interesting job. Who would have thunk? Is that a word, thunk?
It is
That
now.
there
yeah.
is
It is for
now
us.
that there's jobs out there that what do you do for a living? I clean water tanks.
Well, I mean, it's got to be a multi-state deal. Surely they're not so busy that that. I mean, Sparta ain't keeping them. There's not,
no.
Sparta ain't keeping them
Well,
paid all year long.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's got to be it's got to be a pretty good
Well,
size
if you
company.
think about it, every town has a water tank.
Oh, I know. I mean, yeah.
And then it's like my husband and I were in Red Bowling Springs a couple of weeks ago, and we saw their water tank. He goes, do towns still use those? And I said, I think so.
Yes,
well,
they
it's
do.
mostly about water pressure, isn't it?
It's water
The tanks?
pressure and water supply. So
Yeah.
if you look on the side of the tanks, there's like a metal thing, and it's on it looks like ours look like cables on the side of the tank, and I can drive, and I live real close to it. I drive by there and I look and I can say, all right, the tank's full, or it might be a little low, and we're not using a lot of water, and we just try to keep it full in case something happens to the water supply. Then you've got water for a while.
I got you. So it's
Okay.
water pressure and a backup.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Well, that's real interesting.
But I would think anytime there's water, there could be mold and mildew, so it would have to be
yes.
drained and then cleaned out ever so often. So that, I mean, my goodness.
Right.
I would hate to be the person in there trying to clean that.
I've all the outside, of course, you know that gets cleaned because every now and then you gotta scrape off Billy Bob Loves Charlene
Right.
off the side, you know.
True.
But the inside, how do they pressure wash that inside too?
They do pressure wash inside there as well.
Wow.
Man,
That's amazing.
I'd like to see how that goes. That'd be a great Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
The TV show
Yeah.
Dirty. That'd be. I mean, it's not real dirty, but it'd be
But I
neat.
know how you love watching those pressure wash videos. Can
Oh,
you imagine
man.
seeing a water tower
Oh.
being cleaned?
Do you ever get caught up in the pressure washing videos on
Oh,
Facebook?
it's crazy. It's amazing.
Why do we like that so much?
Well, because we need to do it at our house.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
And
with
it's
that,
satisfying to see how good it looks.
and I'll tell you this: if you just test it on your little sidewalk just to see how it looks, you got to do the whole
You gotta
thing.
do the whole thing.
You
That's
can't
right.
just test
yeah.
it.
You can't just test it.
Property tax has been,
Yes.
that seems that's going around all over the Upper
Yes.
Cumberland right now about
Yes.
property tax. Where are we in Sparta on that?
City of Sparta is accepting the state certified rate. I don't know if so what happens is your assessment goes up assessment year. Your assessments, most of them go up, and the state gives you a state certified rate that says you lower yours since it went up and keep it revenue neutral.
Okay.
Where you're not hitting you with a big bill, with a
Right.
big tax increase. And so the county commissioners and the city aldermen have to decide whether to take the state certified rate or keep it higher and get more revenue. The city of Sparta has already said, and I told them in a meeting and we've all agreed to this, that we are going to take the state certified rate where people will not be hit with a huge tax increase. And we just feel that's best for the city. The county, not so. The counties, they've still yet to pass their first reading. We will pass our second reading Thursday night. It's supposed to be in to the state comptroller by July 1, so the city of Sparta will be in compliance with all of the dates and everything, and our budget's ready to go.
Okay. But we don't know about the rest of the
No,
county
the
yet.
county met last night budget, and they still cannot agree to the number.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an issue. And then, the budget process is, we got to look at, and I try to tell everybody, start with a zero-based budget, and that's unheard of. What happens, most companies, most governments, most cities, if you got $1,000 last year, well, put 5% on it. We're going to give you $1,200 this year, or, or whatever that percentage might be. And if you start with zero, so I told our department head, I said, start with zero, and it don't necessarily all work perfect like this, but, take care of your employees, what you need them to have, then look at what you got to have, the equipment or whatever to run the department, and then let's start looking at wants and desires.
Right.
But take care of the essentials first. If you start with a zero-based budget, let's get real. Most places can find a little bit of fluff.
Mm-hmm.
And when does it stop? When does it stop that we're going to make a big budget this year? We're going to raise property taxes this year. Let's do it again next year. Let's do it again. When does it stop and say, because it's easy to spend your money.
Yeah.
It's harder to spend my money.
Right.
And so that's what happens with the government. We lose sight of the fact that it's the people's money.
So so you're dodging Sparta.
I try to.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to be very efficient. I'm sure there's some fluff in there. We've looked at every line item and some of the things that we try to do. We try to do the betterment of Sparta and for the citizens.
Right.
And I don't take it lightly myself. And if you're in any of the meetings we have, the people know and the aldermen know that I don't take it lightly when we're spending taxpayer dollars because it's not our money.
Right.
It's the people's money. And that's where we lose sight of.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anything else going on in Sparta that we need to?
I know there's a lot of good summer things happening. There's car shows.
Car shows once a month. We're having the Bluegrass on the Square every third Friday night. And the Green Market, it was packed last week. There were so many people at the Green Market and the Bluegrass concert. Beautiful weather. It was amazing. We're going to be giving away some fire blankets. I've hooked up with TVA last year and gave away the weather radios to give people warnings. And we gave away about 750 of them. I got with TVA again as soon as that was over. And we hooked up, and this year we bought 2,000 fire blankets with TVA and City of Sparta, and we're going to give almost every resident home a fire blanket. And I don't know if you know what they are, but if you set it beside their home, it's really neat. It's packaged real neat. You can hang it in a little like a closet or under a sink, and you just pull a tab. This blanket comes out. You can throw it over a fire on your stove or a grill, and it will put the fire out.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
And it's like one-time use, but if it saves a home or a life, and so we're going to give that out probably before the 4th of July.
And you said every resident's home?
We got 2,000, and we try to give so everybody in the city of Sparta pretty much will get one.
Wow.
Each home.
That's great.
And so we're excited about that, and just trying to make Sparta great, try to make Sparta a great place to be, and to keep our citizens safe. That's what the government, sometimes we get our hands in a lot of stuff that we don't need to be involved in, but keeping people safe and defense and stuff like that, that's something that the government is supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
So, and we feel that this is going to be a really neat program as well. So we shall see.
Jerry Lowry for governor.
Yeah.
I've had people ask me that. They said, "Would you?"
Really?
Yeah. They said, "Would you run?" I said, "You need to give lots of money."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would consider it.
It costs a lot of money to be governor, doesn't it?
And they said it's like in the $1 million to run for governor.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Maybe more. I don't even know.
I've got 20.
There you go. $20.
$20.
There you
$20
go.
million.
God, started my governor campaign.
I love
$20
y'all both. If I had $20 million, I wouldn't be here right now.
We wouldn't even know he existed. He'd just go off. I bet you'd be in the Bahamas somewhere.
I'd be somewhere. I'd probably be around here. Mayor Jerry Lowry is Sparta's mayor. Thanks so much for being here
Thank
this
y'all
morning.
for doing all you do, and I appreciate it. And I love the Christian radio station.
Great.
Real good.
107.7.
And, we're still making it better every day.
There you
So
go. Good deal.
thanks for listening to it. I appreciate that. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio. Sheila, who we got for tomorrow?
We have Jamie Jenkins from The Holler in Burkesville,
right.
Kentucky, just over the Kentucky line.
Yeah.
She's got a concert coming up on July 5th. And a veterans event that's coming up with Scott Davison and Adam, who is with The Bend Church. They're going to be in here tomorrow talking about the veterans event.
Good. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow morning here on Good Morning Cookeville. Thanks so much for watching and listening, however you've gotten us on Hub Plus or cable channel or Roku or YouTube or Facebook, or maybe you came in live like Mayor Lowry did. We appreciate it. See y'all tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.